Yo, Chris, I didn't, yo.
It's good.
Chris and Snoop methodically eliminate threats to Marlo's empire, including Bodie Broadus and Little Kevin.
Yeah, we lay a couple New York boys who came too far south for their own fucking good.
Chris takes an interest in Michael, grooming him as a potential enforcer. However, this relationship ultimately leads to his downfall.
What? You want me to say? Right, you're right. Should have had protection at the car game.
Done is done. Now we need to decide what we're going to do about Omar.
After Omar repeatedly disrupts Marlo's operations, Marlo instructs Chris Partlow and Snoop Pearson to take him out. They ambush Omar and his partner Butchie, torturing and killing Butchie to lure Omar into a trap. This enrages Omar, leading him to declare war on Marlo's crew. Omar methodically hunts down Marlo's enforcers, hitting their stash houses and calling out Marlo in the streets. Chris and Snoop attempts to track him, but Omar outsmarts them repeatedly, even jumping off a 4-story balcony to escape an ambush. A direct showdown between Omar and Chris never occurs. Instead, Kennard, a young corner kid, kills Omar unexpectedly in the convenience store. Chris is arrested before they can face off, meaning fans never see a final confrontation between the two. In the comments, let me know who would have won that fight. Personally, if Omar could control the battlefield, he likely would have won. If it were a quick close-range ambush, Chris might have had the upper hand. Given how the show presents them, Omar likely would have won in a hand-to-hand fight, but we'll never know for sure.